Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly tarot forecast beginning the 22nd of April 2024. My name is Amy, and if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can find all my details from my website at the top of my page. Okay, so this card is telling me that there is a gift that's headed your way directly from the universe for you, to you this week. So pay attention to your life this week. Notice what happens for you and what you're doing. And even if it feels like things aren't turning out the way you would like them to, like you would prefer them to, even if you think you're having a shitty week, even if you're like, what, this, and Amy said what, like, just understand that this is all part of your soul plan, and it may not make sense at the time, it may make sense later. But hopefully not. Hopefully, like, I mean, the reading in this booklet says, like, there's something beautiful headed your way this week. So, yeah, so I think good things are coming for you. And I think there's new beginnings as well, because this is the very first card in the deck. And this is a number 1 as well, because 1 + 9 is 10, and then 1 + 0 is 1. And this is about appreciating the journey that you're on, knowing that the lows won't last forever, really allowing yourself to drink in the highs, and just understand that life is made up of a series of experiences, and our time on earth in this lifetime anyway as a human is limited. So do what you can, you know, love hard, be there for others, you know, create, play, rest, make connections, you know, cry, hurt, take risks, and just know that it's all part of it. It's all supposed to be. You're supposed to be growing and evolving with every experience. And then this one is I don't know if someone is I don't know if you've got a cantankerous neighbor. It could be that your partner is triggering you. It could be, I think they're still in Mercury retrograde. It could be past people. It's not always ex-romantic relationships, I've noticed. It can be people and situations from the past that come back where situations where they were previously unresolved, and it's a chance for you to take another look at them. You know, you might bump into someone where you guys hadn't left things on good terms, and this is your chance to make things right with each other, for example. But I don't know if you're getting triggered by someone, but just to have a look at, you know, like, why am I getting so frustrated and upset by this person or situation? Because the tempers may be flaring this week for some reason. So appreciate where you are. Be aware of the gifts that are coming your way this week, and also be aware of your triggers as well, and ask maybe just ask yourself what's that about. You don't even have to like, I don't think it's healthy to really suppress your anger. Like, I think that leads to disease and illness, but it's also not healthy to like scream at someone either. So I don't know, whatever healthy way you can find to express and channel your anger, or maybe writing it down, or like drawing some cards on it. I draw cards. That's the way I deal with issues and problems in my life. I have so many oracle decks and so many tarot decks. I sit and I'll draw cards, and I have a pendulum too. Anyway, way off topic. Is this for my Aquarius sun, moon, and risings, or anyone, or if you know an Aquarius and you're interested to see in how their week might turn out? Let's see what this card is. Okay, this could be swords represents air, and Aquarius is air, so this is agitation and anxiety. It could be someone, a male, youngish male energy coming in thick and fast. Knight of Swords to me, though, is like racing thoughts, sort of bouncing from one place to another in your head, and not really able to calm your mind and come to some kind of a resolution or solution in your head. That's when you reach the King of Swords. That's when, or the Queen of Swords. That's when clarity comes. Queen or the King? I'm not sure. Think about that. All right. Okay. So, all right. So we're talking about toxic behaviors. We're talking about patterns, obsessions, addictions. There could be a Capricorn person that you're dealing with. Yeah, but this is also soul contracts, or signing a contract. Yeah, but it's feeling bound to something or someone, trapped by obsession or by duty. This often comes up for unhealthy family dynamics, because it's like you've got this not great relationship with a person, but that person happens to be an immediate family member, and for whatever reason, maybe because they're family and you live together, maybe you're still living with your parents, like you don't have the option to cut them out, or or maybe they depend upon you, or because in some instances you can actually, if the person is toxic enough, of course you can cut them out of your life and walk away. But more often than not, people tend to fight to keep their family relationships intact, and try to work through the unhealthy dynamics. So that's what it is. It's a strong, close connection, but at the moment, even just temporarily, things aren't great. It's not good. Yeah. So, but yeah, also can be addiction, obsession, compulsion, feeling like workaholism, anything that you feel like sort of overpowering you, and you feel like you've lost you're powerless over it, basically. Yeah. Okay. So in the past, it looks like you've been trusting yourself. You've been guided by your intuition. You've grown to know your own soul and spirit really well. And as such, I think you've been on a really good path and a really good trajectory. Because when you trust yourself, when you know yourself, when you follow your heart, your gut, and your intuition, you just can't go wrong. You're just being you're letting yourself be intuitively guided by inspiration, by the self. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, or maybe you've been doing a yoga retreat, or lots of meditation, or maybe you've been to see a psychic. But I do believe this is the third time the High Priestess has come up as past energy in this round of 12 zodiac signs. So a lot of you are doing this. A lot of you are very, very tuned into yourself. I'm very impressed. Okay. So currently you are trying to figure things out, either within your own head, you're going back and forth on an issue, or with one or more other people. There's some kind of a dynamic where you're trying to find the answer to a solution. Like someone's shouting something out, the other person's like, no, what about this? Da 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 da. Yeah, so it's sort of like debate. Or there's some kind of issue in your head, so some kind of issue in your life that you feel very passionately about, but you just can't figure out what to do about it, how involved you should be in it, how you should work through it, how to address it. Yeah, these can always be either internal or external manifestations with the tarot. All right, and then in the future we have rest. So you've been getting to know yourself, you've been trying to figure something out, and now coming up, you get a reprieve, you get a break, you get a pause. Okay, that's the Four of Swords. That's slowing down, giving yourself some time to yourself. So let's just see what it is that you've been doing in the past that's allowed you to grow into yourself. Lots of healing, lots of self-love, and really inspired action. Yeah, so there's been a new you in town, a new Aquarius in town, because aces are new beginnings. And remember, we had those 2 ones with the oracle decks as well. This is a new passion. This is self-love, and maybe in a new way. And this can be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces female. She can be healing, or she can be a healer. So think a therapist, a nurse, doctor, counselor, Reiki, that kind of a thing. But this altogether is someone that's on a new path from the healing and the self-love and following their highest joy. And so because you've done that, now you're like, wow, I've done all this, great. I've got this beautiful new beginning. And see how both her eyes are closed, like very inward looking. Now you got to figure out what to do with it. And you're like, maybe I just need to give myself a break. And maybe it's all because you're breaking free from this kind of toxic pattern, habit, or person as well. Okay, so future energy. So this is current energy. You're processing everything. So in the future, so you've got this like beautiful foundation here of a new start, of knowing yourself, of healing. And so that's prepared you to be able to do a deep dive and look at your limiting self-beliefs, and why it is that sometimes you feel like you like people desert you, or you desert yourself, and you're actually starting to make sense of it all. And so I think you're giving yourself a break. Like this is sort of work and healing and beautiful movement. And then you're like, okay, I just need a timeout. Like this is progress, and this is slowing down so that you can process the progress that you've made. You need some time, because these little moments of self-doubt and feeling lost are going to come back up, because despite like the cycles will always continue. You can do all this work, but it doesn't mean like, good, I'm healed, I'm great forever. You've done all this work, and now it's like that's prepared you to be able to move on to the next layer. But before you can move on to the next layer, you need to give yourself a little bit more space, because I think this is done and dusted. But I think this next piece that you're working on, this next layer of healing or looking at yourself, is going to be quite challenging. So you need to go slowly. Because the devil, this may have been an obsession or an addiction or something that's been a hold of you for your whole life. Yeah, so go gently, my dears, go gently. And you will get there, because fives are about change. And I can see that you're being gentle with yourself, and you're really just looking at your limiting self-beliefs and just starting to make sense of them too. So after the fives comes 6, which is healing. And then 7 is standing in your power, 8 is strength, 9 is end of cycles, and then 10 is satisfaction. So, and you've already done so much work here. Okay. So I'm going to finish with some oracles. Amphitrite, the Sea Queen's blessing. Okay, so 4 is about foundation building, and this is about being in touch with your emotions. And letting yourself just ride the waves. Like I think, yeah, that card in the beginning, the journey, was saying it's just letting yourself feel your feelings. And even that card about anger, letting yourself let the anger out, feel the anger. Yeah, I think there's a lot of, I think this is internal. I think it's going to be a really big internal shifts for you this week. I don't know if your outer world will change too much just yet. Yeah, so trust yourself, love yourself through this, know that you've got your back. You already do with her, but yeah, you're blessed as well. Saying that you're very blessed during this time. You're very guided. Trust in divine detours. Yeah, so just you really need to roll with this week, with all the emotions that come up, and with everything, and the healing and the cycles. You've got to trust that you're holding yourself and you're being guided as well, and that even though it may feel tricky at times, don't forget, like it's been beautiful at times, and this will it will be beautiful at times again. It will go up and down and up and down. Okay. And yeah, this really is, this reminds me as well as this one, of this one, meant for you, trust in divine detours. Whatever's happening this week, there's something very divinely orchestrated about it. So just pay attention to everything that's happening for you this week, okay? All right, that's all I've got for you, Aquarius. I hope you liked it. Have a beautiful week. Bye.